I'm Jason Cardanini with Rockland Journalism Program, and I'm here with
Elias
last name
Wylie.
Aniruddh Mukkamala.
Pawni Tawari.
And this is going to be the first episode of our podcast together. So what we're going to be talking about from this podcast is about anime, basically. Why we like anime, what's our favorite, all that. So yeah, you guys all agree to this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, and so why do you guys like anime?
I like anime because, I like something that has like action, adventure, nostalgia, or just anything that will like meet my benefits of entertainment.
Okay.
I think it's a bit hard for me to explain, but I like anime for the reason of I think also action is just one thing, and the art style is incredible. Like many art studios like have made like many quality animes to this day, like Demon Slayer from Ufotable, for example.
I thought Aniplex made Demon Slayer.
Yeah, and Aniplex.
Okay.
Both of them.
Okay, so my reason for liking anime is that I guess it's more of like it's just gotten me through like a lot of my hard times, and it's just also the art style too.
Yeah, I agree with all you guys that like I'm into anime because I just love all the like everything about it. I love the animation style, I love the action, I love some of the great ideas philosophical ideas they spread through it. They like really make some of those really make you like think. Some of those shows really make you think. And yeah. Well, anyways, like you guys said you have like a favorite like studio who makes anime.
Yeah, I don't really focus a lot on studios, but one of those I like a lot is Ufotable for the reason of like I think they've made like a few anime here and there.
Do you?
I don't know any anime studios, to be honest with you.
Not even like Mappa? Are you kidding me?
What do you want me? What do you want from me?
That's the base level one. Anyways, do you got any favorites?
Not exactly. I mean, Ufotable is really cool, and so is Mappa. Sunrise is pretty cool too. Or is that a distributor and not a company? I don't know.
My favorite is Ghibli. Those are like that's the best studio of all.
Oh, Studio Ghibli.
That one is like that one is the best.
The only one I actually know.
Well,
that you just mentioned it.
Okay. Well, anyways, we're gonna talk about now what got us into anime. Personally, I got into it when I was like in second grade because I always loved fighting. I liked watching like knights and people just like boxing, and I got into DBZ, which was just that but on steroids. So that was my like gateway into getting into anime.
The reason why I got into anime was I think I was in the first grade and I just watched my first anime, and then afterwards I started liking anime, and by that time I watched all of Naruto from Netflix, like from season 1 all the way to the end, and then just loved it as much as I went through it.
Okay.
Can we count Beyblade as an anime?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Beyblade Burst I first got into, like I do not remember the last time, but I was like pretty young back then. And I watched every episode on YouTube weekly, so I was tuned in very much. And although my like interest for Beyblade has like died down, it still remains like a part of my heart. I also loved other shows like Naruto. I think I went to one of my friends' house in the Bay Area, and they were watching Naruto, so that kind of got me interested into Naruto.
I think for me, so I got into anime pretty late, like 6th grade. My brother was currently obsessed with Beyblade, and he would not stop talking about it, so I watched an episode to get him to stop talking about it, and look where it led me to now.
I have. I'll admit I never watched Beyblade. The most I did was like watch that theme song for Burst Turbo, which I absolutely love.
Yeah.
Burst Turbo slaps hard.
That's peak. That's peak.
Yeah. I tried playing with like Beyblades when I was younger. I never got into them because I just never bought them. But like, what made like the show really good for you guys?
The show for me, so I didn't start on Beyblade Burst like Aniruddh and Pawni. I started on like the original plastic gen, and from metal gen, and then after the Burst gen, meaning I've been into Beyblade ever since I was like little. I think I wasn't even in the first grade yet by the time I got into it.
Wow. Yeah, and like every time I hear that, I'm like, is this like Pokemon with like the different leagues and the different shows? Hey, look, I mean, I don't know much about Beyblade, so I'll.
Understandable. It's fine.
Yeah.
Is it like the same thing with the Pokemon stuff of like the different like, this is gold, this is silver? Is it like kind of like that, or
I would say no, because I guess really.
don't taint Beyblades with Pokemon, you fool?
Yeah, I don't want you to compare them both. Like those are two different things.
Comparing
That's
like
why-
apples to oranges.
What?
Apples. I do not get that reference.
I get the reference. It's just I got confused what you said when you said apples to oranges. I was like, what? Jeez.
No, it's like comparing two different things. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
okay,
They're
that-
technically fruits, but they're not the same thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Wait a second. What's the question again? I forgot.
Gosh darn it.
I think we lost track. That's going to be one of the parts of this podcast. We're just going to sometimes lose track of what we're talking
yeah.
about.
I don't mind.
Something about Beyblade.
Like how we got into Beyblade, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beyblade, I watched like a lot of it. I think I was doing swimming back in like, I think first grade or second grade. I had to go like in Santa Clara where I used to live in. There's like a swimming pool. I met one friend there. He was obsessed also. He was also just as obsessed with Beyblade Burst. So I loved that show to death. It's like what got me into anime. Also, can we count Pokemon as one?
Oh yeah, Pokemon is great.
Pokemon,
sure.
I watched like Pokemon XY on Netflix when I was like 8 or 9. It's been one of my favorite shows ever. I've loved.
I watched the first series on Netflix with my dad and my brother. We all loved it.
All I can get in my head is just the first theme song of Pokemon.
That will never go away.
No,
For
it will
real.
not. No, it will not.
I think I've tried listening to the Japanese one like once, the first one, and it is subpar compared to the English one. I don't know what they did, but they made that thing
I
spectacular.
feel like it would be good, but the first one just slaps so hard that it gets you out of your seat and makes you want to just shout.
You want to
For
like do a
real.
backflip when you hear it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You actually want to go out and catch some Pokemon.
it feels like you're on top of the world or something.
You gotta catch them all, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon.
Yeah, it's like when you win a win a victory at like a tournament or something. It's kind of like yeah.
Yeah.
Or if like you just like drank 5 cups of coffee and like I'm doing well now.
Can I swap that coffee for like
Energy
tea or
drink.
something?
You
I
don't,
don't-
you don't drink coffee?
No, I
Why?
hate coffee.
What?
How do you hate coffee?
Dude, coffee has no goddamn flavor.
It does.
No-
It does. It's bitter. It's
It's
the
bitter and
thing.
it's great.
And if it does,
Roasted coffee
it
is amazing.
sucks. No, it does.
Dude, what have you tried? Have you tried the good coffee or are we talking McDonald's coffee?
Okay, do not pair coffee to McDonald's coffee. Those are two different things.
Yeah,
dude.
just promise if you say McDonald's coffee, I'm gonna flip this table.
I'd rather die than drink McDonald's coffee. And only coffee I've drank was either black coffee or a vanilla latte, which both suck.
Try caramel macchiato.
Those
I
are
don't
good.
want to
Those
try that
slap.
either. That just doesn't sound right.
Dude, have you ever tried like Dominican coffee or like coffee from Central or the Caribbean, Central America or the Caribbean?
No.
It slaps. It's amazing. It's got this like great feeling. Different coffees have different types of taste depending on their region, dude.
See, I
Yeah.
thought we were talking about Pokemon. Why are
Yeah,
you now switching me
That's
to
part
coffee?
of this thing. We switch off. But anyways, let's get back on track. I'm gonna debate you that later. I'm gonna make you drink coffee.
Never.
Go for it.
over my
Sure
dead
about that?
Over my dead body.
Go for it.
Guys,
Okay,
this is on air. We're not fighting here. Fight after.
We can fight after
Fighting
this.
is for after when the camera turns off.
We can do this during break.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, back to what we were talking about. Yeah. Okay, so I think we all just got into like anime when we were just like younger, like in like elementary school, I guess. We
Yeah.
really got into that. You know, I think partially the reason I got into it is because my sister showed it to me. Do you guys have like that sibling thing that showed it to you?
My younger brother, I will just say this. He was like, I think in 2022 and last year, he was utterly obsessed with anime. Like once we got Crunchyroll, he watched like multiple animes. Psalm 100, Chainsaw Man, some other ones like Hell's Paradise and much, much more.
Wait, how old was your brother when he watched Chainsaw
He
Man?
watched, I think he was like 12. He just turned.
You're
he just turned
joking.
Dude,
Yeah, that is.
a bad age to start
He's
watching
an eighth
Chainsaw
grader.
Man.
And this
Oh,
is on our
God.
first podcast.
Yeah, I'm
Dude.
kidding you not.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have
cut the mic.
What? Okay, I don't have a sibling who got me into anime. I thought I did, but then I realized I watched Beyblade first when I was literally not even in the first grade yet.
Yeah.
So I literally just got into anime myself when I saw Beyblade because it was so cool.
Yeah.
And I just started collecting. And if you compare Pokemon again, I swear to goodness.
Sorry about that. I wanted to find the closest relation things I can, but that was pretty far fetched.
How many Beyblades do you own, Elias?
Oh shoot!
He doesn't want to talk about it.
You want me?
It's his crippling addiction.
You want me to start counting right now?
No, we can talk about that later.
Hey, it's better. It's better than having a Warhammer obsession because that stuff is like gonna drive.
I have somebody who's literally into Warhammer, and he collects like a lot of figurines, and he's very good at the game, and like holds like games with his friends on like certain weekends or just times we don't have
feel
school.
with Warhammer, it'd just be a better solution. Just get into drugs. I feel that it'd be cheaper to do that.
Why are we talking about drugs?
This is going to become an R-rated soon.
I didn't mention anything specific, but anyways, no more talking about Warhammer. You want to talk about anything?
Actually, has she talked at all?
Yes.
I did talk, man. Anyway,
You're selectively deaf.
Only for a few seconds she talked. Afterwards, it was just me, you, and Aniruddh talking, and she hasn't said a word. That's why I was concerned, because I wanted to make sure everyone was
Either
talking.
you're selectively deaf, you have a bit of a muted memory, or you're both.
oh my god.
I think the third
have
option.
mercy.
I have ADHD, so that's my third option.
Yeah, we all got.
Anyways, should we get back on track?
Please.
I don't know why.
Oh
This is one of the fun parts of I assume about this podcast. We're just gonna keep going off the rails at times.
Yeah.
That's the fun part.
Yeah. Okay, for me, I'd say like again, my brother was the one that got super into Beyblade, and considering that at the time I was more into like children's cartoons, my brother's like, here, you might like this, and I was like, fine, I'll watch an episode, and if I don't like it, you gotta shut up about it. And look where it led me to now. Like, I literally just wrote a Beyblade fan fiction last month.
Oh god.
On
Yeah, we're not
AO3.
getting into that.
She told me. Also, just random off topic. I'm so sorry. I need to put this on here. Would you guys say Avatar has the potential to become an anime?
Avatar: Last
It has-
Airbender.
For sure.
It has
Yes.
huge
Yes.
potential.
We're talking OG Avatar.
When she said cartoon, that's got me thinking about that.
That
Avatar,
is a
that
Western
Avatar's a
cartoon
but then
that
I
is
keep
inspired-
thinking it has the potential.
It is
It has
inspired by
it has major potential. just
Avatar
put it that way.
is if a anime was made by the West, and it's really good. I love that show. I binged that with my dad. It's so good.
I just know
I
a lot
watched it,
about
like,
Avatar.
twice.
And
I
it's
rewatched
so-
it. It
I
is-
really want this thing to become an anime if the potential.
We should definitely save talking about Avatar for another podcast where we can just just talk specifically about that because I think we're all fans.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're all fans.
Okay.
I've never watched it.
Oh no!
Blasphemy.
Well, this is gonna
Blasphemy!
It's a good thing we have. It's a good
This
thing
is
we
an
have.
outrage.
Guys, it's a good thing we have a 3-day weekend because we know what we're all doing
You need
later.
to binge that show. At least
I
season
will.
1.
At least
I
season
will.
1, minimum.
Yeah.
That
watch
show
book one.
is top tier. Anyways, back on track. We're gonna talk about what is our favorite anime in general.
Okay. What, me first? Really?
Well, how about we go this way?
Okay, please.
Okay. My
Not
favorite.
not just like nostalgia, but actually this is the best.
My favorite is surprise, Beyblade, because that was the first anime I watched, and it's meant a lot to me. It's gotten me through a lot of hard things like COVID and some of my not as pleasant high school experiences. So it was like just going home after a rough day, watching an episode of Beyblade just really helped me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got I think 3, I guess you could call. I watched Beyblade, Pokemon, and Demon Slayer. Or Naruto you could consider. But really I'm gonna focus on Demon Slayer specifically. I know I sound like the most basic human being. My brother goes like, oh, you're so basic for watching Demon
How is
Slayer.
that basic?
Demon
I know,
Slayer
right?
is really good.
It actually
Yeah,
really
it
is
is.
good.
So when I first watched the first episode of Demon Slayer, I was like, dang, this show is pretty good. So I decided to watch more and more and more, and then eventually led me to Entertainment District and many other stuff. And I was like, this animation is so clean and the storytelling is incredible. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I got same as Aniruddh. I've got a lot of anime that I've gotten into that are my favorite.
Stick to 3.
6 to 3. Okay, that's simple. Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, and to find it
Mid. Hey, I love Jason. I'm messing with you. I love Jason.
I was about to flip this table, dude. If you weren't there, you about to call me out.
I was just messing with you. I love JJK.
Thank you. Okay. It says, I said Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen. Gosh darn it, you made me lose my traits. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh. For sure. Yu-Gi-Oh.
I haven't watched Yu-Gi-Oh, but I know what it's about.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. I never played the game, though, sadly.
If you wish to learn how to play the game, I can teach you. I've played this game ever like Beyblade. I've played this thing when I was like in first grade.
All right. And my third, I think my first one would be DBZ, because that's just what got me into this whole thing. I'm going to talk about some like older ones. I really like I think I love Vinland Saga. That's a
Vinland Saga here's pretty
Vinland
good as well.
Saga is like peak because
it looks very good.
I love manga, and like maybe we could talk about manga episode, but that might not happen. But like Vinland Saga, I own, like I've watched some of the show, and I watched the show, and I have some of the like manga, and it's like super good, and I love the writing and storytelling. Yeah. And my last one, I do not know. I would not say One Piece because I don't have the tolerance to watch for that long.
Oh, Lord.
Look, I wish to watch One Piece, but my attention span is very, very short. I got to wait until like summer this time to actually watch it. Like literally the first day of summer, watching One Piece.
I think I'm going to just add maybe a Studio Ghibli film. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
fine.
Go for it.
Princess Mononoke. I think that's my...
Yes.
That is
yes.
like my favorite anime film of all time because it is such a good story. I love Hayao Miyazaki's like directing and storytelling. It's absolutely spectacular, and nothing can change that. It is like I saw it in the theater with my brother and my friend, and you were at that theater, right?
Yeah.
It was it is an experience like no other.
Should I state this something? I'm going to be the most uncultured person ever, but I have sadly not watched any Studio Ghibli show or movie. I'm very sorry.
We're gonna have to indoctrinate you there.
Yeah, I'm going to go for it.
I've watched the Studio Ghibli movie or maybe show. I just don't remember names. It's hard to remember names.
What's it about?
I remember it was like a little girl and a boy eating ramen that was made by her mother, and then afterwards,
That's like 5 of them.
What?
There are like several of them.
It was a little girl and a little boy.
House Moving Castle, Whisper of the Heart. Which one is that?
How am I? Like I said, I don't know
No,
names.
not House Moving Castle. Castle in the Sky.
I'm gonna guess it was Ponyo because I remember there was a ramen scene in Ponyo that was pretty.
Oh,
famous.
maybe
It was probably that.
I haven't seen
Thank you.
Ponyo, but I have seen several others, like, of course, Princess Mononoke, Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind, Whisper of the Heart. I have seen Porco Rosso. That's a good one.
Okay.
We need to show you one of them.
I'm
At
going
least,
to
at least
most likely
one.
watch.
I don't know all, but one.
we should start with Princess Mononoke. That is like
For sure.
Okay.
What is do you have like a favorite Ghibli film or at all? Or?
Right now, not studio. Sorry, my bad. I'm tripping over my words.
It's Studio Ghibli.
Princess Mononoke. But I have also seen Howl's Moving Castle. I saw that pretty recently. And I've also seen Grave of the Fireflies is Studio Ghibli, right?
Oh yeah,
it is.
It's not Hayao Miyazaki, but it is Studio Ghibli.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I've seen Grave of the Fireflies too.
Oh, that one is such like a heartbreaking one.
I know.
Okay, don't give me a
I'm not gonna.
I don't like heartbreak.
Just because it's sad doesn't mean it's not
Dude,
good.
I just got through season 2 of JJK and I already cried like twice.
Oh, you're gonna cry 5 times.
For real.
Ah, Lord.
You should watch it.
I don't think I've ever cried when watching a show, which sucks. So yeah, I know.
Trust me,
Feel
you will.
emotionless.
I don't
love
know.
you so
I think
well.
we've all. I don't know how many people have like cried at media before. It's sometimes people cry a lot. Some people never cry at media.
Usually I cry or that I'm just depressed. That's it.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. Do you have your favorite is Ponyo, right?
Yes.
Okay. We should do another episode. We should definitely do an episode where we talk specifically about Ghibli.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Anyway, that's hold on. That's a good time to wrap up. I'm Jason Cardanini with
Elias Wylie.
Aniruddh Mukkamala.
And Pawni Tawari.
and this is our anime podcast signing off.
Thank you for listening to the podcast live from M5. If you'd like for more content like this, please visit rocklandmedia.org. Thank you.